Hi guys. Can y'all hear me? I don't know who this is. I don't know y'all's Instagram names. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Hey Kevin. Hey Lakira. I think that's Delphine. We're going to try to wait until some more people join. If you guys have some topics, go ahead and type them in the, is it Jacoby? Go ahead and type them in the chat. Hey Jamisha. Who is this girl? Is this Victor? Mr. Howard? Hey, Victor Howard the third. So I'm not going to take a lot of y'all's time, but I did want to go over some problems from IXL with parallelograms and the parallel lines. So, okay, somebody said alternate exterior angles. I'll do that too. So I'm going to do a few examples. So here's the thing. You guys are going to get extra credit for joining the live. Here's how you get your credit. And I'll type it. I think I can pin it, right? Yeah, I don't know how to use live, so help me. Okay, so in order for you all to get extra credit, you're going to have to take notes from the live section, take a picture of them, and then text it to me on Remind. When you send me your notes on Remind, then you'll get the 25 extra credit points. So I'm going to try to type this and then pin it so that everybody can see when they come in. It'll be 25 extra credit points. Okay. Okay, now I posted, y'all. How I pin? Oh, I see it. Okay, I got it. All right. Look at me, Instagram. All right, so while I'm working out, I have a little board down here. So while I'm working stuff out, I won't see y'all's questions, but type them, and then I'll see the questions once I finish working out, all right? So I'm going to start with, y'all want me to do parallelograms first? Or are y'all good? Y'all just want me to do parallel lines? Let me know. All right, so I'm going to do the things first. Let me flip the camera. All right. Give me a second. All right, can y'all see the board good? I can see my hand. We good? All right, so I'm going to start with a parallelogram question first. Remember, I won't be able to see your questions until I finish, so I'm going to start here first. So let's say I have a parallelogram. Remember what you should have. Y'all know I can't draw. Sorry. You should have two sets of parallel lines. So like the top is parallel to the bottom, and the two sides are parallel. They're also congruent, which is why I put these little tick marks here to show that they are congruent. So let's say, for example, one of the questions on IXL said solve for B. All right, so let's say that we need to solve for B. Make sure y'all are taking notes so you can send me a picture. All right, so the key thing to remember is that the top and the bottom are congruent. All right, I see somebody said they need help with D3. I'm gonna do that too. So just give me a second. All right, so the top and these two sides, the red is equal to the red. The blue is equal to the blue. All right. So since they are congruent, all you need to do is set them equal to each other. So you should have 2B equals B plus 2. Okay? All you do from this point, I think the board is sideways. Maybe I should turn it like this. Is that better? All right, so all you do from this point is you just solve for B. I'm going to subtract B on both sides to get B by itself. 2B minus, and this will be 1B. I should have B equals 2. And that's it. I've solved for B. It's really that simple. Does anybody have a question about that type of problem? Anybody got a question? Is this Jemiah who said wow? Is it a good wow, Jemiah, or a bad wow? Do you get it or you don't get it? I see a thumbs up. Are we good with a problem like this? Even if it's the blue sides, don't feel dumb. It's okay. I'm going to give you guys a re-quiz option, so it's cool. No worries. Good, wow. Okay. So even with the blue, like if it were two sides right here, all you do is set them equal to each other. Now, let's say they tell you to find the measure of the whole side, right? All you got to do is take this value and substitute it back in here. So you would end up with 2B. Substitute in that 2 from right there. So now you got 2 times 2. That's 4. That's the value of that side. That side equals 4. And that's it. Just set them equal to each other, y'all. Okay. Let me find my eraser. Hey, Anna. I miss you too. Anna joined the chat. The live. Okay, somebody said, what if they got problems on all sides? That's cool, Vic. All you need to do is just figure out what they're asking for. Like, they might ask you to find both sides. So let's see an example with problems on both sides, with numbers on both sides. So let's say I got 3x and 75. I'm just making up numbers. 2x minus 1 equals 57, right? Not 2x. Let's do 2y. Okay, Vic, let's say they ask you to find all sides. Kobe, what you laughing at? Them ed puzzles don't be making sense. I don't know who this is. So they don't make sense. Are you taking it? See, okay, let me fuss at y'all for a minute. Somebody said, how can I remove the comments because I can't see the notes? Can you, I think y'all can swipe the comments to the side. Will that remove it for you? Somebody help us out. That's Dot who wants to remove comments. I think if you swipe the comments, it'll remove them. Somebody said tap the top of the comments. It'll take them away. All right, this is for Victor. So, Vic, if it has numbers on all the sides, you just take it step by step. So, I'm going to set the top equal to the bottom. Then I'm going to set the left equal to the right. So now I got 3x equals 75 and 2y minus 1 equals 57. So now I'm finding two things. If that's what the question asks for. If they ask you to find all sides, then this is what I do. So I divide by 3 on both sides over here. Right? X equals 25. And for the other one, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I got 2y equals 58. Divide that by 2. What's that going to be? And that's it. All right, Vic, any other questions or anybody else? Any other questions? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to close out of this message. I'm sorry. Trying to close out a message. So we got 29. Thank you, Victor. I see your 29. And that's it. Somebody said I can't see the other one. Let me just pull the camera up some. You got it, Jemiah? All right. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to save the live too, and I'm going to try to post it on Ed Puzzle just in case somebody needs to go back and go view it. You can. All right. So, the angles in parallelograms. Let me talk about that real quick, and then we'll move to the parallel lines. So, the same kind of thing with the angles. Let's say I'm going to label this A, B, C, D. All right? So, the opposite angles are congruent. The angles that form the same line are supplementary. So, what I mean by that is A is opposite of D, which means that they are equal to each other. So, angle A equals angle D. So, if this is 45, this is 45. Just that simple. The other pair of congruent angles would be C and B. So angle C equals angle B. Now the angles that form a line together. So like B and D, you see how they're on the same side together, they're on the same line? Those angles are going to be supplementary, which means that they are equal to 180. This was in that Ed Puzzle video last week. Are y'all understanding so far? If they are supplementary, that means that B plus D equals 180. So if I want to find B, I just substitute in D. Somebody said no. That's Savion. Savion, tell me what you don't get right quick. I'm going to keep going on. So I substitute in D right here, which is 45. Now I got to solve. Savion, I'm waiting on you to tell me what you don't get. I don't want to go too fast. Jemiah says she gets it. Now you don't add, well, you add the 2 to get 180, but now to solve, no, Akila is not 90. They're supplementary, so it's 180. So I subtract 45 on both sides, and I get B equals 135. Okay? So Akila, to your comment, the ones that form, because remember now, these form a line. A measure of a line is 180. So that means that if I add these two together, I should get 180. So that means that this top angle right here is going to be 135. And no, they're not right angles. No. It's a parallelogram. So that doesn't mean that they're necessarily right. I'm thinking that's Naomi. Now, if B is 135, since B is opposite of C, C is also 135. So if I add A plus B together, I'm going to get 180. If I add A plus C, I'm going to get 180. C plus D, I'm going to get 180. B and D, 180. And then the opposites are congruent. That's all you need to know about parallelograms. We'll do another example like this, though. Questions before I move on? I'm going to do another problem like that one. Yes, Vic, all the opposite angles are the same, and the ones that are on the same line are equal to 180. All right, let me do another one like that. So let's say that I got 3x equals 27 plus 2x plus 5, right? And I say solve x. So it says find x or solve for x or whatever the case may be. So the first thing you guys need to recognize is that these opposite angles are congruent. A is opposite of D. Since they're congruent, I just set them equal to each other. Very simple. So I get 3x equals 2x plus 5, right? Make sure y'all taking notes. I'm going to subtract the 2x on both sides. 3 minus 2 is 1, so I get x equals 5. And now x equals 5. The opposite sides are the same. Yes, Jemiah, you are right. So side AC, okay, let me tell y'all this. Y'all are mixing up sides and angles. The side measures are always outside. So just like in that first one, remember we had 2b and b plus 2. Those measures are outside. So yes, these opposite sides are congruent. The angles are inside of the parallelogram. So 3x is the angle for A. I'm not mixing nothing up, but okay. I don't know who this is. Get out my live. That was for Jemiah. Then D is 2x plus 5. So those opposite angles are congruent. The sides are outside, the angles are inside. So to your question, Jemiah, you said that you thought that the opposite sides were supposed to be the same. Yes, the sides and the angles. But that last problem that we didn't have anything to do with sides. Hold on, y'all. Somebody said, can you send me the notes that you took from last week? Sure. The extra credit comes from the live videos, though. Somebody said, show my face. I don't know who you are. All right. Anybody else need to be removed from the line? All right. Akila, I'm going to try to as long as folks behave. All right. Okay, y'all. So let's do one where please do more lives. These are helpful. I will try. Let's do one where they cross in the middle, the diagonals cross, and then we're done with parallelograms. We'll move on to parallel lines, the D3 and D4 on IXL. All right. So when they cross in the middle, when these two cross in the middle, so I got segment AD that crosses with segment BC. Those two, they bisect each other. So I'm going to write down here AD bisects BC. That means that they split in half. Which means that the parts are going to be equal to each other. So you get a new point here. I'm just going to call that point F. Okay? So let's say I have, this is 2x and this is 24. In order to figure out, let's say the question says find x. Since they split in half, simple. You just set them equal to each other. 2x equals 24. Divide by 2 on both sides. X equals 12. And that's it. So a recap real quick. The opposite sides are parallel and they are equal to each other. They're congruent. So AB equals CD. AC equals BD. All right? Delphine said, I can't see. What you can't see? Yeah, that's all, Savion. What y'all can't see? Can y'all see now? Okay. So, again, AB equals CD and AC equals BD. All right? Now, the opposite angles are congruent. So, angle A equals angle D. Angle B equals angle C. And the angles, if you add them together on the same line, they equal to 180. So A plus C equals 180. B plus D equals 180. All right? A plus B is 180. C plus D is 180. Then the last thing is that the diagonals, when they cross in the middle, they split in half. So this first piece is going to equal the second piece. And this piece, CF, is going to equal that last piece, FB. And that's it for parallelograms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out a code at the end of the live session. I'm going to post it on the story. And if you made a bad score on anything with parallelograms, that quizzes stuff, I'll let you guys redo it to get a new score. Okay? So we're going to do some parallel lines. I know somebody said alternate exterior angles. Anybody want to see anything else from parallel lines before I begin? You're welcome, Jordan. All right. So let's go over some parallel line basics. Make sure y'all writing these notes down so you can send me a picture. Let's go over some basics. So I got 2 lines. All right. I'm going to call it line L and line M, just like the video. And these 2 lines are cut. The way you say it is they're cut by a transversal. So you got a line that goes through both of them. And I'm going to call that line Y. So these 2 are parallel. And this one is called the transversal. Y'all with me? Now you got a group of angles that result from this, okay? So you got something called corresponding angles. You got something called alternate interior angles, alternate exterior, and I'm going to write this one at the top. Same side. So you got 4 types of angles that you need to know. I'm going to have to move the board around, but it's cool. All right, so the corresponding angles. I'm going to number the angles to help us see it better. So I got angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So our corresponding angles from the video, you should know that the corresponding angles are the angles that are kind of like in the same location in relation to the line. So like angle 1 is above angle L. So you see it's at the top of this angle and it's to the left side of Y. So angle 1 corresponds with angle 5. So if I'm listing the pairs, angle 1 and angle 5. Anybody see some more pairs? 2 matches with 6. So angle 2 and angle 6. 3 matches with 7. So angle 3 corresponds with angle 7. Yep, 3 and 7. There you go, Jordan and Akila. And the last pair is 4 and 8. So what you need to know about these types of angles, 4 and 8. Good, Naomi. Savion, 3 and 7. Yep. What you need to know about these angles is they are equal to each other. They're congruent. So 1 is going to be equal to 5. 3 is going to be equal to 7. Good, Delphine. 2 is equal to 6. 4 is equal to 8. Somebody said they can't see. Hold on, let me take it off. See now? Yeah, I caught myself being fancy buying this little ring light in this little stand, but it ain't really helping. But we trying though. Did y'all get that down? Dot and Jemiah, can y'all see? Okay, yes. All right, so now we got to do the alternate interior angles. Let me put this back up. Hold on, give me a second. All right, so the alternate interior angles. Y'all should have that piece on the outside. So alternate interior. Interior means that you're inside of the parallel line. So anytime it says interior, you're inside of these parallel lines, right? Alternate means you're on opposite sides of the diagonal, this transversal in the middle. So 3 is alternate of 6. So 3 and 6 are alternate interior. Anybody know that last alternate interior pair? It's only one more. Let's see if y'all can tell me what it is. 4 and 5. Good, Akila. 4 and 5. So, I don't know who this is. Rejoice. But you got it, girl. Savion. 7 and 4. No, 7, Savion, is outside. So 7 is up under. Remember, interior. Yeah, you got it. So interior, you got to be inside of these parallel lines. Inside. So 3 matches with 6. 4 matches with 5. Okay? That's the only 2 pairs you got for alternate interior. Now these, again, very simple, are congruent. So when I have a problem and I get something like this, I have to set it equal to each other. Do they have to? Yes, it has to be opposite. So like, you can't do 3 and 5. That's called something else. You can't do 3 and 4. It's got to be 3, 6, so opposite on the diagonal. 5, 4. Alternate interior. Congruent. That means they're equal to each other. Now, exterior is the same thing. Except for instead of being inside of the lines, you're going to be outside of the lines. So 1 matches with 8. I'm going to try to do another color. My board getting kind of messy now. So 1 matches with 8. Good, Akila. And 2 matches with 7. So angle 1 and angle 8. Angle 2 and angle 7. Good, Dylan. And so since they match up, they again are congruent. So the cool thing about this is all you have to remember is which pairs match. They're always congruent for these 3. Corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior. All right? So same side, which is the last one, is same side interior. Let me put that up there. Move the camera some. So same side is really same side interior. So since it's interior, I go back to the inside of these parallel lines. Yes, Akila, 4 and 6. It's the ones that are on the exact same side of the transversal. So angles 3 and angle 5 and angle 4 and angle 6. Now these are not congruent. These are supplementary. This is the only pair that's supplementary. Supplementary means it equals to 180. So what I need to know is angle 3 plus angle 5 equals 180. Angle 4 plus angle 6 equals 180. So this is the only time where you're going to have to substitute in a value, subtract, and solve. All right, if y'all got any questions about the relationships, let me know right quick. And I'm about to do an example of each one, and then we're done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase. Somebody said, what? Wait, what? No, I said, I'm not finished. I'm saying I'm going to do an example. I'm not leaving yet. Savion, what you mean, what? Jemiah, I don't need to erase. Y'all give me a thumbs up when you're ready for me to erase. Move the camera so you can see the whole board. Thumbs up when you're ready for me to erase. I had to finish writing. Okay. Let me know when you finish, Amaya. Savion, are you good? Crystal in here. You good, Crystal? Okay, Savion is good. Jemiah is good. You had to be different, girl. Couldn't give me no thumbs up. Okay. I think we're ready to move on. All right, let me get some problems and then we're ready. Okay. Oh, and let me make a note too. Sometimes they'll do the parallel lines like this. Have y'all seen problems like this where they change the parallel lines and make them go up and down instead of side to side? If you need to, just turn the picture. Like, write it and turn it if that's going to help you. Don't confuse yourself. Just because it's the other way, you know, it's still the same thing. So if they write it the other way, just switch it. But it's still the same thing. You still got opposite interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, and corresponding still going to be in the same position. So if you need to rewrite it, take the time and rewrite it. Okay, let's do an example. I really cannot draw, y'all. Sorry. So let's say we have 2x plus 5, 3x minus 1. And the question says, find x. So in the comments, tell me what type of angles those are. Because the first step, according to the video, is to tell me what type of angles we have. So tell me what type of angles we got. And then we'll move on. Somebody give me the answer in the comments. Same side. Yep. Same side. Same side. So if it's same side, then same side interior angles. Yes, they are interior, but they are same side interior. So since they are same side interior, what does that mean? They are equal to 180. So your first step is to note that I have same side interior angles. Okay? And that means that they're equal to 180 when I add them. Yep. Everybody good so far? So all I'm going to do is take this top number, add it to the bottom number, set it equal to 180. So I got 2x plus 5 plus 3x minus 1 equals 180. Now what I won't do is put these in parentheses. It's not necessary for these problems. So for this one, don't worry about no parentheses. Just leave it like this. Now, according to algebra, according to what we know, in the comments, tell me what I'm going to do next. What y'all know? What's next? Make sure y'all taking notes so you can send me a picture. Like terms. Yep. What's the like? Combine like terms. Tell me what's the like. Two x, 3x, 5, and negative 1. Put a a box around it. Don't forget that negative with the 1, all right? So I got 2x plus 3x. That's going to give me 5x. And then 5 plus negative 1, that's going to be 5 minus 1. So it's going to be positive 4 equals 180. Are we good so far? So my next step is to isolate. I'm trying to get x by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 4. So I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. Now I get 5x equals, which I got. And my last step, yep, Akila, divide both sides by 5. I'm loving the participation in the comments. When I divide both sides by 5, I get 35.2. Messed up my 5 up there. 30, I put 32, it should be 35, sorry. 35.2. Yep. So that's x. Any questions about how to find x? Type it in the comments. Okay, somebody said they need a calculator. I'm glad y'all said that. So I'm going to the school on Friday at 10 o'clock. I'll send out the time, but the time is from 10 to 12 when we can come up there. I'll send y'all the exact time. I'll wait in the parking lot to give out calculators. So if you can come to the school on Friday, send me a message, a text on Remind, or you can DM me on Instagram. Let me know what time from 10 till I'll probably get up there about like 11. She said 10 to 12. So what I'll do is I'll come up there. If you need calculators, I'll be in the parking lot with some calculators. So if you can get to the school on Friday, probably around like 10:30, come up, please, because I'll have some calculators for y'all. All right, any questions about this? Until then, just try to use your phone. I'll also post some online calculators. I know it's hard to use on the phone. You'll much rather use a calculator. Or if y'all can make it to Walmart, I think they got some up there for like $10. But I'll go and look. Somebody said, what if someone catch something? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the calculators in the bin. I'm going to be waiting in my car. I'm going to sanitize the calculators. If you need one, grab one out the bin and then come on back. As far as going back to school, we just had a faculty meeting. Right now, they are shutting us down, I think, until the end of the month. So maybe May. I don't know. I really don't know. But as soon as I know, I'll send y'all a text. I'll post it on the Instagram so y'all can know. So I think we're good on this problem. I'll hold the questions to the end. But with this problem, are we good? We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about school at the end because I got some information to give y'all. We just got off of the, yes, the good calculators, not the bad ones. Yes, you can still do your IXLs from last week. Can I finish, y'all? And we can ask questions at the end. I'll answer whatever questions y'all have. Okay, now, if they ask you to find one of the angles, right? Savion got a question. What's up? If they ask you to find one of the angles, all you do is take this value and substitute it back in. Yes, you can send your notes to the Remind number. Take this value, substitute it back in. If they ask you for one of the angles. If they don't ask for the angle, then leave it right here. The what got letters on it? What got letters on it, Savion? Yes, Akila, I guess you're asking me to substitute this back in with X. Yes, so if I need to find one of these angles up here, I'm going to do, like if I need to find this top one, I'm going to do 2 times 35.2 plus 5. And then I'm going to solve for that. So if I multiply that times 2, I get 70.4 plus 5. And I add 5, I got 75.4 is the measure for this angle. If I need to solve that all the way out. Okay? All right, let me do 2 more examples. 2 or 3. Are we good? Give me a thumbs up if I can erase. Thumbs up. Okay. All right, so all right, let's say I have 2x minus 7 and then 32. What type of angles are these? Tell me what type of angles those are. Okay, the angles aren't parallel. The angles exterior. Alternate exterior. So, not corresponding. Remember, corresponding would be like up here and then right there. So, it's alternate exterior because they're on opposite. So, anytime the angles are at a diagonal, that's alternate. Exterior is outside. So, these are alternate exterior angles. Now, since they're alternate exterior angles, what do you know about their measures? Alternate exterior. What do you know about the angles? Congruent. Yes. So if they are congruent, I set them equal to each other. So I got 2x. Okay. Thank y'all for letting me know. They won't let me go over an hour. 2x minus 7 equals 32. I'm going to try to finish before then, though. So I set them equal to each other. So since I'm setting them equal to each other, now all I got to do is just solve for x and then I'm done. So I'm going to do plus 7 on both sides, right? So 2x equals 39. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. My phone about to die, y'all. Then x equals 17. I'm sorry, not 17. 19.5. Tried to plug my phone up, but it's not working. Yep, and that's it. Yes, we're done with that problem. That's it. So if I wanted to find a full angle, I would take this 19.5 and substitute it back into this right here. So I would do 2 times 19.5 minus 7. I would solve, and I should end up with 32 when y'all work that out. Okay? Thumbs up me when we got it. The alternate exterior, alternate interior, and the corresponding are the exact same. We can't see. Can you see now? Can y'all see? Y'all good? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. Savion, you tired, huh? Yeah, we've been out here for an hour. Benium, you put thumbs down. What does that mean? You don't understand, or you not good, or what? Right, y'all, it's going to cut us off at an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and take some remaining questions. Okay, so let me know any other questions that y'all have for me to answer right quick before it shut us down at an hour. And then I can go back live tomorrow if y'all want me to. Y'all didn't do a good job at sending me pictures of questions. But the questions can be from the CK12. It can be from IXL. It can be from wherever. Thank you, Aisha. It can be from wherever you guys need it to be. You can send me questions from wherever. We can make up whatever we need to make up. Just let me know. Y'all just got to send me a message. DM me, send me a message on Remind. Do whatever you guys need to do. Any questions that y'all have about school? So I've heard, we just had a faculty meeting. When is the quizzes retake going to be? I'm going to send out the code when we get off live. Give me like 30 minutes to kind of get Bailey's situation, and then I'm going to send it. Do we have online classes for spring break? No. So next week, yes, you can send your pictures on Remind. Next, you want to see my shirt? Today is the anniversary of Nipsey Hussle's death. Y'all know who he is, but yeah, this is my shirt. Anyways, next week is spring break. There is no tutorial. There's no class for spring break. What I am going to do, though, instead of class, I'm going to give you guys an extra credit little project to do. It's really easy. If you do it, it's extra credit. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. There's no pressure. But if you need to get your grade up. So here's the deal. There is no, let me plug my phone up. There's no milestone anymore, which means that your grade is just going to be based off of your class grade, which means that everybody has a chance to pass. Like, nobody should fail this class. So in order to pass, y'all just need to do your work. Do whatever I send you. If you need help, just send me a picture. Let me make a video. Let me send it to you. Whatever we need to do. There is no milestone, y'all. So you just got to pass the class. If you are failing before we left, you can still pass the class. All you got to do is just do the work. Do the work. If we come back from May, will we still take finals? I will not give y'all a final exam. I promise you no final. I'm going to stand by my word. You will have a final project, though. It won't be a final exam. If you were planning on going to prom, I think they rescheduled prom to May 8th. If we go back to school in May, that means that there will be a prom. If we don't go back, then there's no prom. I'm willing to update grades. Somebody say, am I passing? Check Infinite Campus. Or you can say, I can text you. I'll send you a number. The numbers that are in IXL, they are highlighted, but I think it was D3 and D4 for this week. Will we have a final project online? If we are out of school still, I will try to modify the project to be online. Yes, I'll still do it online. You'll just have to upload it in Verge. Will we have school during the summer? No. They haven't said anything about extending classes through the summer. D3 is hard. Send me pictures, Savion. Let me help you. So when you send me a picture, I try to respond to you guys immediately. I'll make a little video and send it back out to you. When I post the videos on the Instagram, I'm gonna post them on the IGTV. So you're gonna have to go to the IGTV tab to look at the videos. Any more questions? Give me what you got. We got 5 minutes before the live ends. And for those of you that are like in a live session, taking notes, really trying, like, I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to do whatever I can to help y'all's grades out. Like, I am here to help you. I do not want anybody to fail. If my notes don't send to remind, can I DM to? Yes, you can DM me or send remind. Whichever one's best for you. They come straight to my phone. Any more questions? It's starting to act up, y'all. You're welcome, Aisha. If y'all don't have anything else, DM me. Send me a message on Remind. I'll try to respond to y'all immediately. Yes, you are going to pass, Savion. Everybody is going to pass. That's the point. Zoe said, period. Okay. I need everybody to just really give your best effort. If you got a lot of work from the week and you need more time, send me a message. Let me know. I understand your Wi-Fi tripping, something acting up. They did, Jemiah, I know you asked about a hotspot. If anybody else needs a hotspot, I'm going to text y'all a number that you need to call to try to get a hotspot, okay? The county's supposed to be giving them out. We don't have any more at the school, but I'll send it out to y'all. So if there are no more questions, if y'all have something, you think of something, text me your picture so I can give y'all 25 extra credit points for joining. And if nothing else, see y'all later. Bye.